Welcome everybody. Welcome to Pressure Crisp. My name is Lisa. Today we're going to be following a recipe out of the book. We're going to be making the chicken breast with spinach, tomatoes, and pesto, cream. Well, it's going to be penne because I didn't have this shaped pasta. So yeah, it's going to be one of these complete meals. We're going to give it a whirl. I have everything set up over here. It's super easy. You have level 1, level 2, and level 3. And then you have Parmesan cheese at the top. So let's give this a whirl. We're going to cross our fingers. Hope this works. Because some of these, they don't come out like exactly the way you want them. Like if you cooked everything separate. However, when you can make a complete meal in, let's see, what's the time here? Yeah, 17 minutes. There's something to be said about that, even if it's not perfect. So let's jump over here first, then we'll come back over to the Ninja Foodi Smart Lid. So we're going to follow along right with the directions. So it says level 1, bottom of the pot. We're going to add the 1 box of 16-ounce, they call it farfalle. We're using penne because that's what I have in the house. We're going to go ahead and add 3 cups of chicken stock, 1/2 cup of milk, 1 jar of Alfredo sauce. Now, if you go over here and read the directions, it says, place all level 2 ingredients in a medium bowl and toss until fully combined. But up here, which they should have like highlighted, bold, or something, except pesto and baby spinach. So you probably add those at the end, because I haven't even read through this, and I have not read through this recipe. I took a picture of this, went to the store, and got everything I needed, because I want to see what it's like. I don't want to cheat. These are just, we're following the directions, exactly what's written, and we're going to see how it comes out. So level 1, we have 1 box of pasta. We're using penne today. How I'm going to make the chicken stock, because we're using the Better Than Bouillon. This stuff's really good. It's nice to have it in the fridge. I'm not going to measure it exactly, but there's 1. I'm using warmer water. So that's about 3 teaspoons, because you used 1 teaspoon per cup of water, and we have 3 cups of water. Just going to take a whisk. But even if it's not completely blended into the water, mixed in with the water, it still will be okay, because it's going to cook, and it actually comes out just fine. Over here. Bring the pot back over. Go ahead and add that 3 cups of chicken stock. And yeah, let's see. Oh, that's dirty now. Now we're just going to take the chicken. You just want that out of the thing. We're also going to go ahead and add 1/2 cup of milk. We're also going to add this 16-ounce jar of Alfredo sauce. I've never had this before, so I picked up the roasted garlic Alfredo by Classico. That's it, because we're going to keep the basil pesto, which I have right here. It's a 6-ounce, and a bag of baby spinach until the end. Let me grab a spatula. It said stir. Yeah, this is going to make a mad amount. I'm so lucky to have fellow travelers that are willing to. They just think I cook. Chris is the only one that knows about my channel. Fully combined, place the bottom layer of the deluxe reversal rack in the lower position. Lower position. Oh, then cover with aluminum foil. I probably should have done that outside. That's all right. We'll make it work. We can actually take it out, but I'm just going to put it in. I don't want to drip all over the counter. There. Place the tomatoes on top of the foil. Now, it called for a pint of little tomatoes. So we're going to go ahead and add those right there. I love this recipe so far. And don't be afraid, everybody. You just have to, I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, I don't know if it's going to come out right. So it's so much work, blah, 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 blah. Just jump right in with 2 feet and you will learn to swim. The tomatoes call for salt, oil, salt, and pepper. So I'm going to cheat. It calls for canola. I'm using avocado. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray. How much does it say? 1 tablespoon. That's an awful lot. I'm just going to use that much. That's it. And we're going to use, probably should have done this in a bowl, but that's okay. Everything will work out. There, we got fresh ground black pepper. And we got a little bit of salt. Not tons here. There we go. Now that's all set. I'm going to push this off to the side because now we have to prepare the chicken. Chicken. We have 3 good-sized chicken breasts here. Actually, very, very good size. So what we're going to do is it says 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, kosher salt, ground black pepper, oil, and the chicken, of course. So what I could do, yeah, let's do this. We're going to take a little plastic container. Here's one, if I can find one. And we're going to put all the seasoning in a container, and then we're going to put it over the top of the chicken. So we're looking at 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. This is granulated. I don't have powdered garlic in the house. So, and we're also going to use, let's see, it says 1 teaspoon of onion powder. There we go. Teaspoon of onion powder. We're going to use black pepper. I think that's like a half a teaspoon. Yeah, it just says as desired. I like pepper, so I tend to add more. And salt. Salt is a personal thing. Use as much or as little as you want. You can use a fork to toss this about. I'm just using this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dirty my hands. I'm going to start from the bottom. Let me go over and wash. I'm going to take some of the seasoning. We're just going to put it all over this chicken. Okay, turn your chicken over. Wash your hands. Seems like a lot of seasoning, but I'm just going to put it all on so it tastes yummy. Well, maybe you won't use it all. Yeah, there we go. Chicken seasoned. Now, put this stuff over here. Wash your hands. So we're going to bring this back over. We're going to take this rack. See if I remember how to put it in here. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Lovely. Goes over, right over the top. So what we're going to do is I am going to take some spray here and just spray the rack. There. I'm going to take that chicken, place it right over here. I hope this comes out because the recipe sounds really, really good. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to squirt them with a little bit of oil, which I'll do right now after I wash my hands for the 16th time. All right, we're ready to pick this up, take it over to the Ninja Foodi. Now we're going to go ahead and close the lid. All right, directions say to turn your Ninja Foodi on. We're going to turn it to steam crisp. The temp, we're going to choose 375. 375. We're going to set the time for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And press start. Oh, I see. I said 17 minutes earlier because that's what I saw. So it's going to cook. Hold on. 17, blah, 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 blah. Wow. That chicken breast will be done in 15 minutes. You know something? I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to ride this out because it's hard. Because it said 7 to 8 ounce chicken breasts. It called for 4. I'm using 3. So they might be too thick down at the end. But we're going to tempt them and just see what happens. It's hard to get small chicken breasts. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But Sprouts, I know I talk about Sprouts a lot because that's like my go-to store down in Flagstaff. They seem to have decent size. Like, even those are too big. They're big breasts, so yeah. So this says, I see where the 17 minutes comes in. It says it'll display for approximately 17 minutes as the unit steams. Then the timer will start counting down. So the countdown time is actually 15. Yeah. So I will see you shortly. I almost missed it. Okay, so it's done cooking. We're going to pop the top. Oh boy. I'm trying to follow directions here. It's killing me. It's killing me, Smalls. Not gonna lie, this really smells really good. I can smell the garlic. Whoa. Don't worry, it's steam, not smoke. I am gonna do, hang on a second. We're gonna do I almost said a taste temp. We're gonna do a taste temp on the chicken. Yeah, chicken's done. So it said to remove the, oh boy, this is gonna be tough. Remove the rack. So I'm gonna have to pick it up. Actually, let's move the chicken rack first. Okay, let's see if we can get in here without killing ourselves. Okay, I'm just gonna take this over to the other counter and just let it sit. It said too, we're gonna put the moisture in there, I guess. Where's my spatula? It said to remove this and just put the tomatoes. Let's see. Oh boy. I'm just gonna take this out and put this down here for a second. Because see, once again, as I noticed in some previous videos, see how you have these crispy critters? They're not tasty at all. So I don't know if it needed more liquid. It looks pretty good though. We're gonna leave them in there and see if it might cook. It steams a lot because it's like, or a lot of times what I did last time, I actually picked these out because they were like, they weren't really palatable. So I'm gonna pick as many of those out as I can. I'm gonna taste test one of these just to see what it tastes like. Okay. Me personally, I would have let these cook longer. It's like al dente. I would probably let it cook for a few more minutes. Or use a different pasta because, some pastas cook at different times because the thickness of the pasta and stuff like that. So the recipe said to take the tomatoes. There's a lot of juice here. Not sure if they want the juice in there or not. So take the tomatoes and put them in. So I put the tomatoes in with the pasta. You're probably getting a lovely close-up of my hand. Yeah, I don't want to add all that. That's a ton of liquid. It said to add the pesto and the spinach, and it said it should. Oh, It said to add I think the whole jar. Hopefully, it said to add the whole jar because the whole jar is in there now. I'm gonna leave that there, and we're gonna go ahead and add the whole bag of spinach. But it did call for a 6-ounce bag of baby spinach. Let's see what we got there. There's only a little bit left. And we're gonna give this a stir. This should be very, very good. Yeah, this makes a mountain of food. I would see if I could actually cut this recipe in half or even greater than half. Depends on how many people you're feeding. Like I got some travelers, so it's all good. So I made a ton of different recipes today. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of the spinach because it should be able to handle it. Now, mind you, the Ninja Foodi Smart Lid is on keep warm. So it's going to continue. We're just wilting this spinach down. All right, so I'm going to mix this further in. I'm going to plate up some, cut the chicken, and we're going to do a taste test. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to slice up some of this chicken. All right, I want to point towards the window because it's a little glary, I guess you want to say, if that's not even a word. But look at this. It looks pretty good. I'm not going to deny it. Let's have a piece of chicken. It's pretty good. Seasoning's okay. I'm curious to see what this pasta is going to taste like. Let's try with the spinach and everything. Oh, you know what I forgot? Shoot. It's an optional Parmesan cheese. There. A little bit of Parm. Totally forgot to put that on there. Taste test. That's really good. That's really good. Now, what I would have done is added maybe some Italian seasoning or basil or just something to flavor up the chicken a bit more. The only thing I taste is garlic. It's not bad, but you can improve it. But the pasta, definitely. Nice and creamy. You can taste the pesto in there, which is awesome. Then you get like a hint of the sweet tomato. So yeah, I would make this again. I would just change the seasoning on the chicken. So everybody out there, make it the way the recipe calls for, or if you want to change it up right away, go ahead. But what I like to do is make the recipe as is, then make some changes. But this, I gotta stop eating this. This is really good. You really taste the basil. All right, thanks everybody for watching, and I have one more vid to do today, and then calling it quits because I gotta work the rest of the week.